Hey guys, so another patch for Cricket 24 is out. PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One Series XS and Steam. I'm a bit late here because I was working, but let's get into the patch now. You can see the patch notes on the left side and the details on the right side. First one, added broadcast dynamic camera. So while you're playing, just go into the settings and go into the general settings and you can see the new camera here. Mind you, this will not be under the specific bowling, fielding, batting, running camera, but this will be under the camera preset, and the new camera is called broadcast dynamic. This is the new camera. Let me just show you again. Broadcast dynamic, just select it and you can see this is a more centralized camera on the it is more zoomed in on the center of the pitch while you bowl, and while the batsman is playing a shot, it zooms into the scene much like the real one. So this is fantastic new addition if you ask me, but this will take a bit of time. As you can see, I am struggling to bat here, and this is when the spinner is bowling. So a good addition here, much better than what we had before as a broadcast camera. Added batting and bowling accessibility options. So once again, when you're in the game, pause the game and go into the settings and you'll see this new option called accessibility settings. Now unfortunately not much details here, but you can see from the name and whatever the option here given that this is basically for those who have some kind of challenge using the whole control system. Or you can see the option here, use single stick for pro spin bowling, which means that instead of using the entire control, both the sticks, you can use single stick. So as I said, basically for those who have some kind of challenge using the entire controls, or maybe some physical challenge, but I cannot really comment on this because unfortunately not much information. I hope Big Ant gives some more information out here for what these settings really do and how to play with these settings. Now next up is I added TNF brand bats. So some new additions of branded bats, 4 to be exact, all with TNF make. I'll show this right now. Yeah, you can see, go into the brand, go into the bat manager and search for TNF. So 4 bats, King 2.0, Ace Royal, White Crown and Black Edition, all by TNF, have been added to the game. Updated player data and visuals. So mostly for England players, around 30 players, they have added or corrected hair and eye colors, adjusted head shapes of photogrammetry players, also made some changes to those who did not receive photogrammetry. Also some of the players or squads in the Super Smash have received some updates or upgrades and corrected some shirt numbers and equipment assignments as well. So if you go into the England team, I'll just go through some of the players to see if there are any changes. If you guys see any changes, do let me know, but this could be minor changes to eye color, hair and stuff like that. Joe Root here, Joss Butler. So one particular player that I noticed, I'll come to that. This is James Anderson, and yeah, Chris Jordan, definitely there is some change here to his face. I can't really pinpoint what they have done, but it's looking much different than what he did before this update. If you go into Chris Wokes, you can definitely see some hair color there. I'm not sure if this was there prior to this patch. I have not been playing much, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a new shade added to Chris Wokes and looks really nice as well. Improved fielding, so the much criticized aspect of this game, fielding. So work is still going on to improve the fielding as per the patch details, and wicket keepers decision making and also the fielder's decision to throw to the correct end while the batsman is going for runs. These things have been fine-tuned and improved as per these patch details. So I played a few balls. Obviously this is still pretty new, I haven't tried much, but I can already feel the wicket keeper's take is pretty much very much natural compared to what we had. Here we have a fielder not running outside the boundary, thankfully, and once again look at that take looks natural and the run out also pretty good. I'll show it from behind. As I said, I haven't played much after I got this game, but I think this was not there, the beautiful take. You can see the high ball above his head, so it looks pretty good, decent, not the best, but yeah, pretty good. And once more here you can see the fielder inside the circle. Earlier this was a risky run, but now even though the fielder is pretty quick, you can still take those runs. It is risky, but it is not suicidal like it was before. So I believe that's a good change here. The fielders being better without being supermen. That's the word I wanted to use. Now from the deep, when the fielder throws, keeper is right there to take the bails off once again. Pretty good. I mean, speed-wise is pretty good, animation's good too, with a little bit of improvement. And once again here, you can see as soon as the fielder throws, keeper is right there to collect the ball. So all in all, looking pretty decent. I saw in my previous videos that, especially in test matches after the last patch, the batsmen were going for run every single ball, tapping the ball and then cancelling the run, looking really unnatural, especially when you're playing test matches. You don't do that. So that has been fixed. We'll take a look at a video here to see if it really is fixed. So yes, first ball here, no tap and run. So definitely not going for those singles and cancelling, and even the defense and the shots look much more crispier. And yeah, next up is improved batting animation. Changes made to a number of batting animations, including reducing the sliding of the foot by batsmen and improving the straight and defensive shot. Now if you look at this shot, the entire movement of the batsman is much more natural. Look closely after playing that defensive shot. He goes back, bends a bit and then goes back to his position. You can see once again. So small details, but I love what they have done there. Now also you can see that the foot is moving much more naturally. It is still sliding a bit, but earlier it used to be a lot. The batsmen used to just slide or glide their way to the ball rather than moving their foot naturally or getting to the ball with movement of foot. Yes, as I said, the sliding is still there, but it is much better than before. You can see the natural way of playing a shot is there. It looks much more natural is what I meant to say. Improved AI bowling approach. Now the details say that the AI will set smarter field as per the game situation, as per the way you are batting. Now you cannot just spam the same shots again and again and expect the AI to not cover that part of the field. So these are really good on paper now, but we'll play and let you know how it goes. We'll have to play a couple of games to see, but it looks really promising if this is implemented correctly. Make note that these effects will be more visible on higher difficulty settings as written here in the patch details. Number of adjustments made to improve places where text was hard to read, also cleaning up a case where custom logos would cause overlapping issues. So minor things, but they have improved the UI a bit. One particular thing that you'll notice straight away when you open the game is that the background is now animated instead of just standing still. So you can see there the background is now animated, moving, the ball is moving around, other particles also moving around. So that's a nice little touch here as well. Next is corrected online custom matches difficulty settings. So there were issues when you're playing with custom settings. The timing window, the early timing, the late timing window, those settings were not getting captured when you are using that particular difficulty in online games. So as you can see in the details here, an issue with how the difficulty was being set when creating custom matches online, resulting in timing windows not reflecting the chosen difficulty. So basically the timing windows, early timing and late timing, which I assume while batting you can put in the slider settings, they were not getting captured or reflected. So that has been fixed. I could be wrong, but I think this is what they meant by the timing windows not being captured properly. If you guys know better, do let me know in the comment section there. Corrected scoring error. So issues with players running 3 runs, then going for 4th run, cancelling the 4th run, and then it resulting in just 2 runs being counted in the game. Issues like that have been corrected as per the patch details. Balanced simulation. Some adjustments have been made to the simulation, particularly for T20 games. So basically earlier when we used to simulate the T20 games, especially the first innings, would result in a bigger score than what would be expected on a particular pitch or condition. So that has been fixed with the simulation now resulting in more realistic scoring. in the first innings of T20s, especially, and some stability improvement as well. Also, one particular thing I noticed that while doing the toss, the cutscenes are now more zoomed in. You cannot see the shoes of the captains. The scene is generally more zoomed in. So these are the new updates. So do let me know how it is working out for you guys. I was a bit late in releasing this video as I was at work. So thanks for understanding. And yes, until next time, it's goodbye from me. Take care. Have a nice one.